Hello and welcome to day 2. Today I would like to share with you what I have in my gym bag. And consequently, when yesterday we looked at time planning, time tracking, I shared with you tips and suggestions on how you can organize your time. I would expect you would take a look at your local gym scheduler and see how you can incorporate the schedule into your scheduler. But in order to fulfill this plan, I would strongly suggest you have your gym gear organized well in advance. And guys, it does take time and a bit of practice to have this perfect gym bag. I'm not expecting, of course, anybody to follow to a T my routine, but I would like to share with you something that took me over 2 decades to come to, and maybe one or two tips you'll find useful, and it will help you to follow through with your intention to do regular exercise. But before we start, I'd like to acknowledge that a lot of people don't like to go to the gyms. And as a financial planner, I hear this all the time that, oh, no, I don't want to pay regular membership. I can do my exercise. And if that's the case, fine, absolutely fine. You're lucky people. I tried it and I'm quite successful with my yoga right here in my living room. I kind of managed to do it in the living room. I have my yoga mat tucked away under the sofa. I have a YouTube playlist ready to go, and when it comes to yoga, I'm fine. But when it comes to dancing, I cannot have the same experience in my living room. I need these wall-to-wall mirrors, energetic music, and I only can get this in the gym. So for my Zumba classes, yes, I have to be a member of my gym, and the one I go to is LA Fitness. I like to swim. Actually, I do not like to swim, but I like that feeling of swimming, then having a cold shower, then going to sauna, then swimming again, then maybe having a cold shower. And this, what I call my spa day, gives me a sense of joy. I look better, I feel better, I probably sound better. And this very experience I cannot replicate in my home. That's why I have to go to the gym. And for those of you who feel like that's the way to go, I would strongly suggest to pick the one, if possible, the one that doesn't require annual contract, because you never know and you don't want to be stuck paying $100 a month for a year. That's a lot of money for something you are not using. For example, in my area, Movati gym requires 1 year commitment and LA Fitness doesn't. So I go to LA Fitness for a very different reason. I would commit to a year. I know I would go. I just like my Zumba instructor more in LA Fitness than in Movati, but that's me. You know how often you would make a commitment, you make preparation, you arrange a babysitter, you make yourself drive to the gym just to find that your class is canceled, that you forgot your slippers or flip-flops, or you don't have your bathing suit. I had every possible contingency over past decades, so I would strongly encourage you, just have your gym bag ready to go well in advance, Pick something not big, not small, preferably with pockets outside, because you'll have a lot of little trinkets. How nice it is when they are all organized in different compartments. I like the bags that has outside pockets like this, because you would have wet shoes and it's or sweaty shoes or stinky shoes. So nice to keep them not inside but outside. Mine is made of very light nylon. I tried leather bags. They're bulky, they're heavy. I want something light, easy to go, and yeah, something I can wash occasionally. The other reason I picked this bag is that I could put my own logo. This is my company. I do divorce financial planning for people that go through separation and divorce. And I thought, why would I advertise other companies? Why do I have all these bags with different people's logos? Even if this is a logo like Chanel. I actually wouldn't mind to have Chanel logo. And I just put my own. I have my logo on my yoga mat, I have it on a couple of pouches, I have it on my gym bag. And what a great way to market yourself if you have a small business or if you're an entrepreneur, to have this always visible. And it is always a good conversation piece when you meet other people in the gym. They may stop you, they may ask you, what do you do? And it's just a very easy way to promote yourself. The second thing is a locker. Please have a locker in advance. I see a lot of people don't lock their cubbies, and I guess that's fine, but I have nice fancy things. I don't want them to be stolen. Yeah, stolen, that happens too. So locker is a key for me. If you don't care, you don't care, but if you do care, get a locker. Also, a little tip for you, get something more funky and interesting, because sometimes you forget the number of your cubby and you will say, oh my god, all same lockers, where is mine? And you go one by one, checking different combinations, and people may think you are the one who is stealing things. So get something interesting. I got this without thinking, just because it was cute, and I found that I'm actually very glad to have my locker, because every time I forget where my cubby is, that thing helps me. As soon as you're done locking and unlocking, put it right on your bag. Next thing, I would say almost non-negotiable, flip-flops. And never walk around unprotected, because it's not fun to have any infection on your nails. Yeah, so slippers. I had fancy sleepers, or flip-flops, how I call them, from Tory Burch, not the leather Tory Burch ones that are nice and fancy, and I have them for a decade. I use them when I go to the beach. But the rubber ones, I had purchased a pair from Toronto outlets. They weren't cheap. They were like $50 plus tax, but they were so uncomfortable. They were not as nimble. They were too small for me, and they were not bending like this, not gripping well. I almost fell and broke my head a few times in them. I threw them out because they were unwearable. So yeah, nice sleepers is a good thing, but nice flip-flops is a good thing. But try them. And the ones I got that I swear by them, from Strom. I went to their spa in Quebec City, and they made me buy those because I didn't have slippers. They said, no, you have to have flip-flops. So I had to buy them, and oh my goodness, what a great investment. With my bag, you see how handy it is to have those side pockets, because those guys go right into that side pocket. First of all, they are usually wet. I don't want to put them inside, but also I like to compartmentalize my pieces within the bag according to things I need for the swim, things I need for sauna, things I need for the shower. So I'm not frantically searching for things. I have this cosmetic bag that it's plastic. I had canvas ones, quite nice one actually. I had one from Jo Malone and from Le Labo. Oh my goodness, they were so gorgeous, but not practical. Get something plastic, because if you have to take this inside the shower, you don't want any fabric to be wet. Even if it's leather, it's not pretty when it gets wet. Plus leather adds weight, but something plasticky. This is actually from, I think this is from the plane when my sister was traveling business class. She got this kit, and inside I have things I need in a shower. So I know everything I need in a shower is in this bag. I have my glove, I have my little containers for hair shampoo and hair conditioner. At some point I actually bought this duo, but this year I got the very same set for free from Sephora, How nice of Sephora. Thank you very much. They were giving those things for free on your birthday. So I got one set like this, and it's extremely handy and you feel luxurious. When you condition your brain that you're half a day in the gym, because for me it's a half a day, I do 2 back-to-back classes, then I swim, then I go to sauna, so it turns out to be at least 3 hours. And when you condition yourself that it is your relaxation time, this is your beauty day, this is your spa day, your brain actually starts comprehending this as such, rather than dreading this experience, thinking, oh, I don't want to go because it's gonna be a boot camp. No. If you teach your brain that this is your spa time, it's your spa day, actually you will be looking forward to those days. And having some good name, good quality products actually helps. So I have this. I have tin with very heavy mask that I sometimes use for my hair, sometimes not. I have a really fancy little razor that sometimes I may need. And for me, these are my creams for my eyes, for my face, some kind of Q-tips, Tampaxes. I have them separately, and this little bag, as you see, is not plastic. It is plastic, but it doesn't have to be. I got it from La Mer when I purchased my annual treat cream, and I have all those little thingies that they sent me right inside. So all my creams and serums for my hair and little things that I don't use in the shower are organized in this little bag. I like having a nice brush, and this is the one I have, and I actually have 2 of them. One is in my bathroom at all times, and one is with me in the gym, because what I do not want to do is to frantically go back and forth, taking things in and out. I always have things I like in duplicates. So I always have my second brush in the gym bag, and the same one that I'm using when I'm at home in my bathroom. Not that everybody would need this, I just like having this. Is my travel hair dryer. I have this all organized here with a zipper. Have the brush, and if I feel like straightening my hair, not always, I try not to abuse my hair after so many years of abuse, dyeing and bleaching and putting a lot of product and constantly doing straightening. But sometimes I want to feel pretty beautiful, so I have this. And gym is my days. Gym days are the days when I can do my hair. And this is how my hair dryer looks like. It's a bit of an older model of T3 dryer. They, for some reason, I don't know why, they decided to change it. And now what you will see, I find it less attractive as this previous model. I would invest good money into a hair dryer. That's why you need a locker, okay? Because it's just the whole experience. I don't like those cheap $15, $20 ones. They break, they smell. I believe that when manufacturers are saying, oh, it has tourmaline or something healthy for yourself, I don't know. When I only use expensive hair dryers. I'm not sure if you need to go all the way as Dyson. If you have money, by all means, go and treat yourself. But I am using T3 for second decade. It's probably my third one. Not because they broke, because sometimes I drop them and break them, but I have 2 of them. Just like I have my brush, I have 2 hair dryers, absolutely identical. One is in my gym bag and one is in my cubby. By the way, I had an episode once, so when I was networking and promoting my company, I found myself in a unpleasant situation. I was going to an event and my hair was a mess because it was raining and it just was crazy day. And because I had a gym bag with me in my car, I was able to go to the bathroom in the club that I was going to and just put myself together. So sometimes you can use those things, not necessarily for gym, but for some contingencies. I like sheet size large towel. This way I can wrap myself in it and I can feel like I'm at home. I don't like small towels. Of course they're better than not having towel at all, but I like the big ones. And I would not advise to get a thick towel. I don't like them because they take too much space, but this one is so thin. It's almost like waffle cotton material, and it allows me to fold it. And even though it's really like double bed sheet, just doesn't take much space. My bathing suit. I used to take bathing suits I didn't need to the gym until I hit 45, and I thought, you know what, how much of this life I have left? I want to use the best bathing suit, the most flattering one, and ever since I always have a nice bathing suit. And when I find something that fits, something that looks good, I usually buy the second one just to have it in reserve. For many years I wasn't using caps, swim caps, because they look terrible. Like, who would want to look like this? It's terrible. But now when I grew up and I wanted to restore my hair, and I think I'm doing pretty well. If you see me 10 years ago, I had terrible mop on my head. So I got Nabaiji, and it's really made of the same material as swimsuit. I think it protects you from chlorine. I don't think it protects you from water on its own, which is okay for me, because after a very vigorous hour dancing, I'm all sweaty, so it's non-negotiable. I do go to the shower and I wash my head because I'm sweating like crazy. And the fact that it does allow water through, that's how it feels. It doesn't bother me, but I really hope that it protects me from chlorine. I have to do more research on this. Now, every time I travel and stay at hotels or go to fancy spas, I get shower caps there. Whether I use them or not, but I get a shower cap. Because when you have all this stuff wet, you just have a shower cap, put it inside that shower cap, and either put inside your bag, but even better, that's how I use my bag, I put it on the side pocket. One is for sleepers or flip-flops, how you call them, and the other one I'm using for my wet swimwear. And having this inside the shower cap is kind of cool, because a shower cap has this string, what is it, that elastic that kind of holds it all together, so it's really handy. And when I get home, I don't have to undo my whole bag and take everything out. I just know exactly where my wet swimsuit is, take it out, put it next to the fireplace, it dries, I'm good to go. I don't know why it took me forever and ever to get this. This is my sauna hat. And when I go to sauna to protect my hair, I put this on. And in sauna, I use these two things, but I use it very discreetly, because a lot of saunas don't allow you to do any hygienical procedures. And it's really depends, what do you call as hygiene procedure, doing some um, something something very personal, or if you put a little bit of hair mask on your strands. I do this when I go to sauna, and if I see a lot of ladies inside, even one lady actually inside, I do this before entering, just to be discreet. And I have this little guy. For me, it's non-negotiable because it helps with overall health. I do this with my hands, with my legs and neck, where thyroid is, and it stimulates your lymphatic system working better. And what is it? A little brush. I had bigger brush, but when I was optimizing my bag, I found this little guy on Amazon. It's the brand Zeus. Very nice and fancy. I don't think it's for this reason I'm using it. I think it's for men's beards, to put them. Oh, thank God, Tatiana, you don't have a beard. But I use it for this because it's just so easy to hold it. I have short hands and short fingers, so if you have some peculiar body structure, don't bash yourself. Give yourself a break. It took me all the way up to age 40 to recognize that even though I'm very happy with my DNA and my physique and everything turned out well at what I think, but I have short hands, shorter by almost an inch from other people of my height, and I was frustrated that I couldn't grab as much, do as much, turn and reach. Now I just know that I have this little disability and I live with it, and I make arrangements that probably a small piece is better for my little fingers than the big piece. Again, took many years to realize that. All right, so when I'm done with my sauna, I like to keep things I do take in sauna. You see, a hat, and then a bit of hair mask and a brush, and just stick it into a pocket in my gym bag, and I know that this is my sauna pocket. Also have a charger in a little pouch for my phone. This is for those situations that I need to use my phone and it's dead, and I don't want to go to the car to get the charger. Even if I do get it from the car, who has this, right? So I have this extra piece all the time in my gym bag for those situations that, for example, I'm all ready, I'm all pumped up to do my class, and class is canceled. What do? And I see people are funny. People are very funny. They just like school kids. They want to go home, they laugh, they're happy that they didn't have to do the work. Some of them are upset, but a lot of people are happy that the class is canceled. I don't know what it is. And for this reason, I have few yoga classes, some meditations, and I have my Zumba playlist, all pre-downloaded on my iPhone. I don't use data. I canceled data almost 10 years ago now. Gosh, it saves me $1,500 a year compared to what I used to pay. And 1,500 times 10, guys, not even counting interest, you can buy a car for this money. So I'm not using data. That's why I have pre-downloaded episodes. And if there is a situation that your instructor is sick or some emergency happened, because people get sick, people get into car accidents, stuff happens, but it doesn't mean it has to happen to you now because your whole routine is sidetracked. For this very reason, I put my phone, just like I have it now recording this episode, I put it in my pouch. Actually, my iPhone pouch allows me to put it vertically or horizontally anywhere, and I do my class. But what would you do if your phone is dead, right? So for this very reason, I have this pouch with the charger. Another piece, I suggest everybody get this Yeti mug. Well, you can get any mug you like, but I like Yeti because it's so well designed. It doesn't have any handles, so it just, you can slide it in anywhere. I like the size, again, my little fingers. It's $2.95, I think, 10 ounces. It's dishwasher safe. It's obviously not microwave safe, but we don't have microwave. We threw it out a few years ago. Yes, it's 295 milliliters. So cozy. I don't know if it's meant not to give any spills. Sometimes it doesn't actually, and I can carry it in my purse, but I would not do it because a few times it actually did, the liquid did go through, but it's really snug. And the way this kid holds temperature is unbelievable. It keeps everything cold or it keeps it hot for hours. And how many times I was able to finish my routine, get to the car in the winter, and slide this top and enjoy hot tea. And if I don't have anything to enjoy, I always have a couple of tea bags in my gym bag, in one of the pockets, and I just walk into any Starbucks, ask them nicely for hot water. Never heard them to decline my request, and oftentimes they even offer me this hot water for free in their Starbucks cup, which is wow. Just like not having data saved me at least $15,000 in the last decade, this mug saved me maybe triple of that. Now I'm taking my cool drink or my hot drink, and I never have to buy a drink again. Yeah, that's just how cheap I am now. But I think this habit of pouring money at every drive-through and stand in line to get a hot cup of coffee is not because you really need that coffee. You probably need to do something with your time, and you need it more habitually than anything. So that saves me a lot of trouble. Okay, that was it, and this is my gym bag. I hope one of two suggestions really hit it on with you, and it will help you to get organized and look forward to your gym visits, because you'll have all this glory around you, just like I do. See you on the day 3. Bye for now.